What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Haircut, shave, I look completely different. It's still me. But I'm going to talk about all the video games that I beat in the month of June of 2025, and it's not that many. I really wanted to get into the Nintendo Wii games because it's my very least favorite system because of the motion sensor, and honestly, I only beat 3 games because after an hour trying to do the motion thing with one controller moving around and one trying to aim, it gives me a headache, and I have to just play it for an hour a day and just get my head right. But I only beat 3 Wii games. The first one is the B movie game, which is probably the best game out of the 3 that I played, because I could actually play this one for more than an hour. The controls are alright. The game was fun. I just don't like the Nintendo Wii. If I can find a game that's on the Nintendo Wii but also on another system, I'm getting it for another system because that motion sensor controller is not my favorite. But there are days where I feel like I want to get rid of the system, but also I don't because my Nintendo Wii plays GameCube games and I need to get GameCube games to play on there. So I beat B Movie, Super Smash Bros. Brawl. The B movie game I beat in like 1 or 2 days, but this one took me about almost a week to beat because of, again, trying to. I just pressed a bunch of random buttons and hope for the best in this one. But I played the story mode and it took me a while to beat it. Uh, and then this one took me about half the month to beat because it's a first person shooter. And first person shooters with a motion controller is so aggravating that you can't, it's hard to point at the enemy. And if you're just trying to hold the controller right, you're starting to spin. So I'm just glad that I beat it finally. Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. I had to use a walkthrough a lot on this game too because I kept getting lost. I had no idea what I was, how to get anywhere where I needed to go. I don't know, maybe it's just the Nintendo Wii, just the way I have to play it with one controller in one hand and another in the other. And I'm playing like this all the time. So my head was hurting. But after those 3 games, after I beat Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, I beat that on Tuesday. So on the last 2 days, no, not Tuesday. I'm looking at July now. I beat it on the last 2 days of last month. I played this, my 901 Super Nintendo game cartridge. And it's been a while since I actually like got on this and started playing a bunch of games on here. So, I beat quite a bit on here. I beat 12 games in 2 days on this. And they were all pretty easy. So they're all in alphabetical order too. I beat Aladdin, which took me back to my childhood because I remember playing that as a kid, and that's such a fun game. Batman Returns. I like those side-scrolling beat 'em ups. Battletoads and Double Dragon. I feel like that game was not meant to be beaten, but thank goodness for Game Genie codes. My gosh, if you didn't have any like infinite health or infinite lives, you would get killed on the first level. Some of these games on Super Nintendo doesn't feel like you're supposed to get past the first level because they're brutal, man. Brawl Brothers, which is like a fighting game, like a just one-on-one fighting game. Chester Cheetah Too Cool to Fool. That was actually a fun game. Chester Cheetah from the Cheetos. D Force, Darius Twin. Those are side-scrolling shooters. Demolition Man, I beat that one. I feel like that no one was meant to beat that one either. Doomsday Warrior is a fighting game. Not a great one, but it's okay. Firepower 2000, another shooting game, but it's like up-down shooting. Space Megaforce and Supernova, two more side-scrolling shooters. I feel like side-scrolling beat 'em ups and side-scrolling shoot 'em ups are my favorites. But Aladdin was probably like my favorite one to play, and Battletoads and Double Dragon, again, I don't think anyone was meant to beat that game. If you didn't have infinite lives or infinite health, you're SOL. Like, you never make it past the first level. I think one of the shooter games too, it was like they just bullets come at you everywhere. I don't know how you could dodge them. But yeah, those are the Super Nintendo games that I beat on my 901. This month, I'm just going to do non-stop movies, see if I can watch more than 100. I've done it before. I will again. But yeah, I was going to try to beat like 10 video games, but it became like only 3. And I think I have like 2 or 3 more Wii games that I really have to beat. Uh, but this was the easiest game to beat, and this one the hardest. This one's like right in the middle. It's still fun, but I was just pressing random buttons to fight, and eventually I won. But yeah, first person shooters on the Nintendo Wii using the motion sensor sucks. It really does. You put the controller down and the camera is just spinning around and around and makes you dizzy. I couldn't handle it. So anyway, those are just the video games that I beat in the month of June. What I do video games one month and the movies the next, and then video games again. So I just alternate between the two. So, but yeah, this month is going to be movies. So I'm going to try to put a big old dent in movies this time. But anyway, hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. See you later.